PMS times a million. I'm Augusta, and I have something called PMDD. Premenstrual dysphoric disorder, or PMDD, is an extreme form of PMS that includes severe physical and behavioral symptoms. When I first realized that I had it as a teenager, I was just convinced that I was bipolar or really depressed. I felt like I was an intangible because I couldn't put myself in one box one way or another. I was captain of cheerleading, I was in honors classes, I was in theater, I was in, all these things. And it's like all happy all the time. At home, I was like, wow, I'm extremely depressed. In this video, you're gonna see I'm really happy and I'm really upbeat, and that's because I'm not in the part of my cycle where PMDD is affecting me. If we were filming this when I was in my PMDD cycle, I guarantee you it would be a different version of myself. It's not the happy me, it's like the me that doesn't have energy or is just feeling really depressed and sad and low. The big thing is that PMDD is, when it hits, it's not something that you can really see, and it's not something that's immediately perceptible. It's why people don't know that other people have it or know that they have it, but it is this bit of a conflict inside of myself. If you don't know what PMDD is, picture PMS times a million. Extreme emotional and physical highs and lows. I would laugh so hard that I would actually start crying, and then I would just get really sad about I don't know, I just felt sadness and hopelessness really deep within me for no apparent reason. It was just a feeling that overcame me. The physical part of it is that because your hormones are changing at whatever time it gets triggered. For me, my boobs were really sore for 3 weeks before my period, which if you do math is 75% of the month. I would get really bad migraines. I started tracking it, and I would get migraines 12 days before my period every single cycle. So PMDD for me is really extreme highs and lows, or exaggerated emotions and physical feelings and things before your period. So when I was 15, I had my period for about 3 years, and I started at that point getting very sad 2 weeks before my period. And then one day on TV, I saw a commercial for Yaz, which was branded as the PMDD birth control. They started listing out the symptoms, and it was depression, sadness, extreme highs and lows, breast tenderness, migraines, all of these things. And I was it's me, they're talking to me, I need this thing. So I went with my mom to my gynecologist. We went, and I told her all of my symptoms, and she was yeah, you have PMDD, and if Yaz is what you want to be taking, we can get you on that. So I went on it. I was on it for 4 years, and it was great for my PMDD. But it was really terrible in some other physical aspects, so I wound up having to get off of it, and I can't be on hormonal birth control at all. Because of that, I've had to figure out how to deal with PMDD on an extremely natural level. So when I'm experiencing PMDD, I'm in the zone of PMDD. The things that can throw me off are so minuscule sounding, but you would think that my entire world was shattered. If someone sends me an email at work that's hey, you did something wrong, can you fix it? It's the most polite email. I'm can you believe what they're sending me? I need to quit this job. I need to go move to some cabin in the woods. I'm never looking at email again. It's you would think that they emailed me that I was getting fired, and that I was upset about that. I have to ask myself okay, if this were a week ago, is this how you would respond to this thing? Or if this was 2 weeks from now, is this how you would react to this email? So I have to sit back and say to myself girl, it's not you talking, it's the PMDD monster, and that person is who's responding. And sometimes it's the same thing, and I know what it is. If the email thing at work, I'm okay, I'm gonna feel I hate everyone this week, whatever. Other things getting tickled, I'm couldn't have spotted that. It's not easy to necessarily recognize PMDD in someone, and sometimes it's honestly hard to recognize it in yourself. For me, the thing that people probably take for granted is they can kind of just roll with the punches no matter what, and I feel I need to plan ahead for every single thing, which is exhausting and takes a lot more time and energy out of my day. For me, I'm okay, it's the 17th of the month, which means I'm gonna be crabby for about 2 weeks now. As an adult, I've really learned how to roll with the punches of my PMDD. For example, I know that in the moment and in my emotions, I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't even want to shower today. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to see anyone or talk to anyone. And I know that the thing that actually gets me out of it is like distracting myself with social situations. Like the best thing that I can do is like go be with people. I know that what I eat and how much I exercise actually really helps it. So I'm really conscious to like take care of myself on a really regular basis, because it honestly is like the only medicine that has been able to work and not give me negative side effects as well. If you think you have PMDD after watching this video, I'd say, first of all, at me, because we can talk about it. Second, talk to your parent or guardian or somebody in your life who you trust, who you can tell about your symptoms and maybe get an appointment with a doctor or a gynecologist. Know that you can figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and figure out how to like roll with the punches. It's not going to be this like life sentence of terribleness. You can figure out how to kind of make it work for you.
Hey, Unsolved is on a new channel, and now your part.
Subscribe here. That was my part.